We're going to begin the hallowed tradition of the water ceremony, a way for us to reflect on how we too, like these waters, come from many different sources. The oceans, the rivers, streams, ponds, and lakes that all serve to nourish us, to give us new life in this community. And as you come up to place your water in the bowls or to pour waters that represent the rivers that sustain this city, the Schuylkill, the Delaware, and the Wissahickon, be reminded of all of the good stories that you bring to this community and the good stories that have come out of this community. Your gifts will now be received. This is our first day, but it's been good to see, hear about the history of inclusion and social justice here at USG.
The good here at USG involves Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service, one of my favorite events.
Bringing neighbors together.
Action for Peace in 1970.
The dedication ceremony of my two children, the joy of celebrating marriage equality.
Being able to share experiences with my family.
Good friendships and not forgetting that Starhawk came here to speak.
People have learned tolerance.
I found my friends and families that I desperately needed.
Working together for justice and racial equity.
An open space for children to learn in our services and on our lovely grounds. A sacred space for adults and for adults to do the same.
My wife and I were married here at USG in 2003.
Learning about myself, feeling more and more comfortable and able to talk about race, experiencing religious faith traditions for my children.
We celebrate the holidays with songs, flowers, and love.
Spiritual growth, forming friendships, building community, sharing joys.
Emphasizing the spiritual foundations of love.
Becoming a wildlife habitat through the National Wildlife Federation.
This is my first time at USG, but I'm already inspired by the spirit of inclusivity here.
USG has continued to be a strong force in moving social justice issues forward.
A welcoming and friendly congregation.
A commitment to including all, to laughter, to social justice, and to encouraging everyone to take ourselves seriously.
Welcoming interfaith and interracial families.
Good music, including the organ, the weddings, schools, welcoming to all people.
Members welcome greater understanding of those different from themselves.
Hearing great voices from the pulpit and education for our youth.
Guiding love in the community, near and far.
Social justice for all, including those who have been oppressed, especially those who have been oppressed. Respect for other religious traditions, the beliefs of atheists and agnostics, beautiful and meaningful music, religious education that includes our whole lives.
Offering caring to those in need.
awesome memorial services for Alan, for Jean Long, and for Lady Bonanno, celebrating major life's legacies.
We celebrated fall, our wider community, and all generations at the Harvest Fair.
The choir traveling to Europe, singing in the Vatican, and music that is universal and unites us all. So for these things, and for so much more, let us give our thanks. I now invite you to pray with me.